Welcome to another transaction check-in where I am exposing my family's chaos, and we are reviewing how we are reaching our goals, how things are going. I'm actually, we're not perfect by any means, but we are making good progress, and I'm actually happy with our current level of chaos. We did go over budget. Not judging. We listen and we don't judge. We are doing our best to manage the capitalist society, I guess. I don't know. You're not my real dad. I don't know what to tell you. So let's get started with the 14th. So we started out with a very lovely $900 for a home inspection. Very exciting times. With a lot of this house stuff, we are trying to buy a house. Me and my fiance went. We're trying to buy a house right now. And we have kind of a ballpark figure of what buying the house is going to cost us. However, there are a bunch of smaller expenses that are coming up where we don't know in advance which day it's going to be or how much it's going to be. We just kind of have to be ready to send that Zelle or, pull cash out of the ATM or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of a struggle. We are we're making it though. It's okay. So that $900 for inspection, it was super, super thorough. I'm very glad we did it. But you know, it's $900. It's not cheap. So, it hurt a little bit to send that Zelle. And then Snaggy Snacks for $5. And then I stuffed $130 in my envelope. So that went to groceries and bulk shopping. And I will show you that on the next page. And then on the 15th was Wynn's Little Bit of Chaos. So that's some miscellaneous spending for $10. I don't know what he got exactly, but it was out of his spending money that he did not already pull out. So we went over budget in that. And then I used $100 from my subscription fund. And I used $44 on my cash back on my credit card and got paid for an upgrade to my Google One subscription. It's like storage and family sharing and whatnot. It's $100 for a year. We kept bumping into our limit and having to delete a bunch of stuff so that we wouldn't get to our limit, and it was driving me absolutely nuts. So I went ahead and I bought the higher level of the storage subscription, which is $100 a year. I'd already planned on doing that, but I wasn't planning on doing it yet. I was gonna just keep deleting stuff until it was time to renew the subscription anyway, and then do it, then upgrade. But I got annoyed, so here we are. And then I went over budget by $40 on St. Patrick's Day festivities because my eldest brother, who is he calls it fun employed. he is an engineer and retired Marine Corps intelligence officer, and he just quit NASA to be fun employed. So he came to visit from Virginia, and we had a lot of fun for St. Patty's Day, but it was very expensive. So there we go. We went $40 over budget. And then another $250 on the 16th to get my sewer looked at the house we're trying to buy. So the house we're trying to buy, they didn't do they didn't have the basement professionally by someone done, I guess. So there are some issues with the pipes that are leading to the sewer, and that had to be looked at. because there was some leakage, and I'm not terribly pleased about it. Thankfully, it's not like sewer leakage. It was actually the gutters. That was the issue, because the gutter in the back of the house is supposed to lead directly to the sewer, and it was not done properly. So, like, I'm not saying that this house that we're trying to buy has, like, you know, like excrement coming out of the ground or anything. It's not like that. But the gutter downspout is supposed to go to the sewer, and it is not done. It was not done properly. So we had to get that looked at. That was another $250 out of the moving fund. And then more snacky snacks for $10, because that's how we roll. And then on the 17th, more snacky snacks for $6. We eat our feelings, can you tell? And then on the 18th, Wynn decided that he was going to get another ride share because he was running late, and the bus was not cooperating with him to get to work. So I'm not pleased about that, of course, but it is what it is. $26. And then nothing on the 19th, and then on the 20th, student loan payment came out. The heat bill came out. I was worried, and I budgeted the next budget. Oh my goodness. So I had already budgeted, of course, beforehand. I wasn't sure that the heat bill was actually going to come out on the 20th. I was worried that it might come out later, but it did come out on the 20th, and it's $597. $597. That is the biggest gas bill, because we have gas heat, the biggest gas bill that we have had for the years that we have lived here, and I am not pleased. I'm so irritated by it. It's atrocious. It's atrocious. Make it stop. And then we cheered ourselves back up by saving some money. So Wynn saved $576 for his summer pay replacement. And then I saved $37 for Christmas, $380 for insurance, and $44 for moving. So, yay! I did not manage to make it to the city office, whatever you want to call it, to get my new city sticker. I will do that. I swear I'll do it before the deadline, but I did not do that yet. So that is not coming out yet. But that is the main transactions. And then let's look at the envelope so you can see how bad and how naughty we were. So for the revolving envelopes, started with $35 for groceries, added $50, spent $50. For bulk buys, started with $16, added $80, spent $82. So when I say what we do, this is how we do it, y'all. $130 a week goes to bulk buys and groceries. But what we do is first we go to Costco, and then however much we need to spend at Costco to get like what's on our list, that's how we decide how much is going to be left over for regular groceries. It's a little bit of it's sometimes I call it cheating, but what it really comes down to is the bulk stuff is more expensive up front, but it's cheaper per unit. So it's worth it to us to like spread out the regular groceries a little more, like maybe don't get as many snacks in the regular groceries, and maybe get more bananas instead of oranges because bananas are cheaper. You know what I mean? Like we kind of choose what we're going to go with. But yeah, there's $35 left in groceries and $14 left in bulk. We're okay with that. And then for transportation, started with $119, spent $3, so there's $116 left. For health, started with $467, spent $120. Now, this was both prescriptions and over-the-counter medicine, because as I've said recently, Wynn was sick, and then now I'm sick. So yeah, that means we spent a little bit more on healthcare. So that's $120. So now there's $347 left. For home shopping, started with $37, didn't spend any, so there's $37. Birthdays, started with $4, didn't spend any, so there's $4. For clothing, started with $187, spent $25. Now, This is part of the St. Patty's Day shopping because, well, St. Patty's Day spending, because of course I don't have any green shirts, but my brother wanted to like go all out and have like a whole green experience. He bought a shamrock suit. Like an actual like suit coat and pants. That's just nothing but green and white. It's shamrocks. He bought a shamrock suit, y'all. I got a St. Patty's Day themed green t-shirt and some accessories. And I got Win a St. Patty's Day green t-shirt as well. So that was $25. So we're left with $162. And then shoes start with $208, didn't spend any, so there's $208. Pet care started with $85, didn't spend any, so there's $85. And personal started with $91, added $40 because I spent $131. Y'all, this was a round of drinks. This was ride share. This was because of course we were drinking, so we're not driving naturally. So this was ride share. This was eating out. This was shenanigans essentially. So there's nothing left in personal. And then for Alpha Bus started with 96, didn't spend any, so there's 96. The boys are, Wynn's kids are saving up to get some kind of electronic adventure pass thing. So he is going to be matching their contributions for that. Not me, because I'm not fun, because I'm wicked stepmom extraordinaire. Okay, so what does that mean for the budget? That means Wynn's paycheck for inflow, his paycheck was $19.93 as budgeted. My paycheck $15.10 as budgeted. Other income $74, which is more than budgeted, but that's because I used credit card cash back to kind of make up for going over budget in my personal spending. Don't judge me, you're not my real mom. And then from savings, $2,258. Not too happy about that. Total $5,835 for inflow. And then we are not investing unless you count buying this house. But for his spending, there were actually no kid copays because apparently the kids didn't go to therapy this pay period. We have no control over when they go to therapy because their mom takes them on her custody days. So Wynn agreed, when they separated, that he would pay a portion of all their medical expenses. So she takes them to therapy and Wynn pays part of that bill. So S&M collections, that was $50 as budgeted. Heating bill, $597 doggone dollars, y'all. Almost $600. Ridiculous. More than budgeted, of course, because I didn't know what the bill was going to be in advance because reasons. Student loans, $31 as budgeted. Adventures, $20 as budgeted. Miscellaneous, this is Wynn spending money, $149 as opposed to the $50 budgeted. Y'all. Displeased. This is my displeased face. But that is a subtotal of $847 for his spending. This is Wynn's checking account. Leaves us with $4,988. Now for his saving, he saved $114 for kids. This was, I believe, back to school as well as kids' clothes and furniture. And then for gifts, he saved $217 as budgeted. Summer pay, $845, which is less than budgeted. But of course, he went over budget in miscellaneous and this ridiculous heating bill. So that is a total savings of $1,176, less than budget. But, it is what it is. Leaves us with $3,812. Now, we go to my spending, which is my checking account. My monthly bills, $18 as budgeted. Nothing to his debt right now because we're trying to buy a house. Dining, we did go over budget by $10, so that was $40. Groceries in bulk, actually, most of the rest of these are as budgeted. So groceries in bulk, $260 is budgeted because, we fudge them numbers. The numbers add up in the end, it's fine. Transportation 60 is budgeted, health 80 is budgeted, home shopping 30 is budgeted, birthdays nothing as budgeted, clothing and shoes 50 is budgeted, pet care 15 is budgeted. Personal alphabet did go over budget by $40. It is what it is. I enjoyed my quality time with my brother. He is my favorite family member, so he's worth the $40 that I used my cash back for. And then that's a subtotal of $693, leaving us with $3,119. Now we go to my saving, which is my savings account. Insurance got the $407 that was budgeted. Christmas got $45 as opposed to the $95 that was budgeted, but this is pulling random cards for a savings challenge, so that's 100% fine. This is always going to be a different number. School, I took out $7,687 to put that into the moving fund because we're trying to buy a house, and that is currently a higher priority than going back to school. So, moving fund has $8,096 total. So I did send I saved the $365 and also an additional $44 that came out of the income. And then I took the $687 and added that as well. So that is a total savings of $861. Now, I know this is significantly less than that, it doesn't match, but that is because this $7,687 got moved. So this number, this subtotal, is how much money I'm adding to my savings account total. This money just moved from one category to another, but it's still in my savings account. So it doesn't actually change how much I'm saving total, how much money is moving from my checking to my savings. So $861 saved total leaves us with $2,258. And that is how much was spent out of savings. So nothing for a city sticker because I procrastinated. Earnest money, which is for the new house, that was $1,008, including that stupid $8 convenience fee for paying online. Inspections, which was the general inspection and the sewer inspection, that was $1,150 total. And then my Google One, which is storage online, that was $100. And that is a subtotal of $2,258, which, look at that, that's how much was left. So that's a zero-based budget, which of course means it does not mean that our bank account is at zero. It means that every dollar has a job. And I think when it comes down to it, we're doing okay. We're making progress. This house purchase, however you want to put it, looks like it's going ahead, so we may be homeowners pretty soon. I'm incredibly excited about it, and very happy to get out of this doggone apartment, because while I appreciate not having to pay our own maintenance here and everything like that, when it comes down to it, our current landlords don't really fix much. So I would rather pay for maintenance to have a non falling apart place to live. It'd be fantastic. So this is it. This is how we spent. This is how we're rolling. Over the next few weeks, there will be significantly more savings spent. It's going to be thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. Y'all, buying a house is expensive. This economy is not set up for people who don't make a lot of money. Struggle's real. But we are working towards financial stability, and never forget that you deserve that too. And I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.